No tragedy so severe has ever befallen man, for on this day, the year of our Lord 2025, I, Noah Page, have spilled coffee on my drawing. Um, Obviously, just kidding around. But today I was drawing at work, and we were out at the range, and I spilled coffee on this piece. Hooray! I've said it before. I don't really like. The only way I can get this done, and the only way I really get to draw, is in like truly 15 to 30 minute windows every day. So I can't I have to draw just wherever I'm at. But I haven't. This is the first time I've now run into this problem, because I spill coffee, get mud. Like, there's even blood on some of my drawings. Like, they've been everywhere. They've been to every state I've ever done a training event. My sketchbook has been Iraq, Afghanistan, Syria. The sketchbook has been literally everywhere with me, and it is beat to hell. And that's not like something that's ever really bothered me, because I've never shown anyone my pieces or never tried to put this out. But now that I'm doing these specific pieces very intentionally for my book, now I guess I need to figure out what to do about it. So I've been thinking of a couple different, avenues, and this actually goes into something that I've been thinking about for a little bit. So my very first piece that I ever did for my novels, like the one with the intention of going in the books, is Thenric, the protagonist of my my story. And if you can believe it, this little thing right here has been antagonizing me for a while, because that's just me being apathetic. That's just I don't know what was happening. I don't remember. Either I was maybe watching a show with my wife while I was drawing, or I was at work. I don't really remember when it happened, but I was just not paying attention, and I went too far on that line. And so now I've been thinking about, honestly, just scanning these in as is and putting them in my book. I don't know if that's the correct answer, and I'm not certain that it's what I'm going to do, but I thought it was it's a fun idea. Just some of these are the more naked to the eye imperfections that it's as soon as you see them, you register them. But there's also just a lot of just natural imperfections in these works, because I am not a perfect artist, and we do our best to cover them up, and X, Y, and Z happy little accidents. But I just thought it, again, I'm not certain about this, but I thought it'd be fun to just put them in. Yeah, this one's got a coffee stain on it. It's absolutely indicative of what was going on at the time. I mean, that's, then that's the vast majority of my work does not look like this clean. I think that just if you've only been around the channel for a little bit, for the little bit it's been around, but if you know me, my art it's more like this. It's cut, it's bent, it's been everywhere. That's definitely more indicative of who I am as an artist. And I think that also that brings up a kind of new conversation about kind of authenticity and imperfections being the new currency in art, As we see the development of artificial intelligence kind of generating images and stuff like that, and making less and less imperfections to the point where it's going to be making none in the very near future, I think that the level of imperfections that human beings make is almost going to be kind of a point of currency for people that are trying to witness and experience artwork. I think that, and sharing your process, making, no joke, time lapses of you doing every step of your artwork. Those are kind of the only ways to verify that it is your artwork. Specifically within a digital medium, but also within, a a physical medium, because you could probably just jam up an AI video of someone doing a physical piece, and if you're not standing in the room with the physical piece, you can't actually verify whether or not it exists or not. So yeah, that's just something that I'm kind of going through now, as you know, I've done this disastrous thing, you know, just trying to find the best way to make it okay, to the best way to put it in my books. Like, do I just put it in as is, just coffee stains and all? Do I like find someone to like digitally like take out the stain? Which is like another thing, because, you know, obviously I'm gonna have to scan these works. You know, I'm gonna scan them, and then I'm gonna put them into like my formatting, and then that's how they'll get into the book. So in that process, it would be easy enough to just remove the coffee stains. But you know, I'm less like against doing that here, because like this is an accident that wasn't really wrought of intention. But I've thought about that more with this piece. Again, with this corner, it would be easy enough to just like it's hanging in white space. It would be so easy to just crop that out in the digital process. No one would know. It would be super, super easy. Well, I'm incriminating myself because now you would know. But that's something that I just was thinking about, you know? 'Cause technically it is a little bit dishonest if I start down that path. I'm telling you that all of these are hand drawn with a ballpoint pen and, you know, some microns. But the moment I start doctoring them up digitally, now it's a multimedia piece. Now it's not just what I've done on the piece of paper. Like, it is a little bit dishonest, and like I don't obviously I don't want to be seen as that, and I don't want to be dishonest, you know, like that is my mistake. I made it. Either I find a way to fix it on the page and I scan directly what I have into these books, or I just let it ride and you guys get to know, you know, you get to see me and all my flaws, which, you know, hey man, like I've got them, and that goes way, way beyond just that little line. But yeah, so that's just kind of something that I've been thinking about, you know, as we're getting ready to like format these and upload them. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess if whoever watches this, let me know if like, even if you don't plan on ever reading my books, if you would be like theoretically a book that you really do enjoy, if you're like, what would you have liked that author to do were they in my situation? You know, were it Sanderson or, you know, Rothfuss or I don't know, Tolkien, whoever it is you read. Yeah, like I don't know. That's what I'm thinking about right now. I'm almost done with this piece. I'm super excited about it. You know, it's cool. Like I said, I don't really do cityscapes a whole lot, but this has been super fun. This is Fenlock, the capital city of Fenelore. Yeah, I think I'm probably about an hour away finishing it. I just have to do the background, which will take probably about 15-30 minutes, and then do what I want to do in the geometry. I might actually make a full video explaining the history of Fenlock as a city, just as it's drawn, because all of this was done with a pretty significant amount of intention. Like, I can tell you exactly, you know, which cathedral was built when, you know, the outskirts, like the different barracks and churches, and, you know, what the different layers of walls represent as far as time goes. So I honestly, I probably will make a video about that, just because, you know, someone might find it interesting if you're super into like world building and lore. But yeah, I won't take up any more of your time here. Thanks for listening. I'll try to be more careful in the future.